Every price you've ever seen on a trading app, on the news, on a chart comes out of one data structure. This one. And right now it's empty. No buyers, no sellers, and look at the top, no price. Not zero, no price. Because a price isn't a fact that exists on its own. It's made. And in the next few minutes you'll watch it get made live. This is the order book. Here's the problem the order book solves. Thousands of people want to trade the same thing at the same time. Some want to buy, some want to sell. They all have different prices in mind and none of them can see each other. A market needs a meeting point, not a negotiation, not a phone call. One shared list, visible to everyone, where every buyer and every seller writes down two things: the price they'll accept and how much they want. That list is the order book. Every exchange in the world, stocks, crypto, futures, runs on one, and the rules are simpler than you'd think. So let's stop describing it and build one. Watch what happens when the first order arrives. A seller arrives. They're saying, I'll sell 5 units, but only at 101 or better. And there it is, on the book in red. Red is the ask side. People asking a price to sell. Notice that's already true. Nobody's bought anything. This order is just waiting, resting on the book, visible to everyone. Now a buyer. They'll pay 100, not a penny more, for 10 units, green side, the bids. And now the book has a shape. The highest price any buyer will pay, the best bid, 100. The lowest price any seller will take, the best ask, 101. They don't agree. The buyer won't go up, the seller won't come down. The gap between them is the spread. And that number in the middle, 100.5, the midpoint, is what most apps show as the price. Which means the price you see isn't a trade, it's the middle of a disagreement. More sellers arrive. Look where they land, above the best ask. Each one wants a higher price, so the sell side builds upward. Like a ladder, the best ask stays at the bottom of the red stack, closest to the middle. Cheapest seller wins the front spot. Same on the buy side, mirrored. Buyers below the best bid, each willing to pay a bit less, stacking downward. This shape, all of this resting size, waiting at every level, is called depth. And depth is the honest picture of a market, not the price, this. Because depth tells you what the price can't. How much you could actually buy or sell before you run out of people to trade with. Keep that thought. It's the whole story of a later episode. One more arrival. A second buyer joins at exactly 100. Same price as the first. They don't get their own rung. They join the queue at that level. Size at 100 jumps to 17. The order count ticks to 2. And the order of that queue matters. First in, first served. Who gets filled first when a trade finally happens? That's a rule with a name, and it's the heart of episode 3. Everything sitting on this book has a name, by the way. These are limit orders, an instruction with a limit built in. The price or better or don't bother. That's why they can rest. They'd rather wait than trade at the wrong price. Let me place one myself, selling 6 units at 101 from the ticket, and there it is. It didn't trade, it joined the queue at 101 behind the seller who was already there. And if that feels like it must be complicated under the hood, it isn't. Here's the actual rule. It's one line. An order gets appended to the queue at its price. The best bid is just the maximum of the bid prices. That's the entire data structure. This is running the screen you're watching. And that's it. And that's all you need to see. Back to the book. Now the part that surprises people, orders don't have to stay. The sellers at 101 changes their mind, cancels, and watch the top of the book. The best ask just jumped to 101.5. Nobody traded, nothing happened. Except someone leaving, and the spread widening, and the mid moved. Which means the price your app shows just changed on a cancellation. The order book isn't a record of trades, it's a live photograph of intent. Who's willing, at what price, right now, People join, people leave, and the photograph never stops developing. Even mine, one click and the book forgets I was ever there. So the order book, one shared list, buyers stacked below, sellers stacked above, best prices in the middle, and the spread between them. Every price you've ever seen is just the top of this structure, a one incident for one instrument. But notice what never happened in this entire video. Nobody actually traded. Every order rested, waited, or left. The buyers and sellers never met. There's one button on this ticket we haven't touched. Market. A market order doesn't wait at a price. It crosses the spread and takes what's there. The moment it arrives, something has to decide who trades with whom, at what price, in what order. That thing is called a matching engine. Next episode, we build it, and this book finally comes alive. See you in the next one.